Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and I'm here for a video that I've had in mind for the last few days or so. So I'm going to be showing off my favorite non-metal albums that are not metal at all, and these are some genres that I were into way before metal. So yeah, just saying. So yeah, I have a total of 17 albums here for you guys. Some of them are country, one of them is pop rock, and the other ones are pop. So other than that, let's go and get started with this. Okay, so the first album is going to be Avril Lavigne, Under My Skin. And you guys may already know that this is my favorite Avril Lavigne album. I mean, her other albums are good too, but this one is definitely my favorite from her. If you guys missed my Rank It All episode for Avril Lavigne, where I ranked all of her albums from least favorite to favorite, you should definitely check out that video, especially if you're a fan of Avril Lavigne and wanted to see how I ranked her albums. So yeah, but this is my favorite Avril Lavigne album. It's a really good album. It's the pop rock album that I just mentioned before I even talked about the album, but it's still a really good album. You got songs like Take Me Away, Don't Tell Me, He Wasn't, My Happy Ending, Nobody's Home, Fall to Pieces, Freak Out, Slipped Away. Those are majority of the songs. 12 songs. All 12 songs are fantastic. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite Avril Lavigne album, hands down. So amazing, and it has her best songs in my opinion. Her other albums are great, like I said, but this one definitely takes the #1 spot for me when it comes to Avril Lavigne. I really love this album. It's so amazing. So if you're a fan of pop rock and you don't really know this album, then I definitely recommend it for sure, because you will not be disappointed. Great album. Okay, next up is Blown Away by Carrie Underwood. You guys probably already know that this is my favorite Carrie Underwood album. So yeah, this album means a lot to me, and I just really love listening to this album. It's so fantastic. It had 4 amazing singles, which were the first 4 songs on the album. Good Girl, the title track, Blown Away, 2 Black Cadillacs, and See You Again. Those were the 4 singles that she put out on this album. But the rest of the material on this album are great as well. You got songs like Wine After Whiskey, Who Were You, Thank God for Hometowns, just to name a few of the deep cuts. But yeah, this album all around is fantastic, and like I said, it does mean a lot to me. Such a great album, and definitely my favorite Carrie Underwood album. So yeah, Blown Away, definitely had to make this video because it's amazing. Okay, up next is going to be Riser from Dorks Bentley. He's a country singer. I really like this album from him. It's probably my favorite album from Dorks Bentley, so that's why I wanted to include it on here in this video, because it's got a lot of great songs, 12 songs. I like all 12 of them. But if I'd narrow it down to some favorites, I would say those would be Say You Do, I Hold On, Here on Earth, 5, the title track Riser, Hurt Somebody, Bourbon in Kentucky. So yeah, just a really good album here. Probably my favorite from him, I'm not really sure, because I like his other albums as well, but this one is definitely one of my favorites from Dorks Bentley. So yeah, it's a really great album here. So Riser by Dorks Bentley, great country album here. So if you haven't heard of Dorks Bentley, I recommend his music, and Riser would be a great start because it's a really great album. To me it is. Okay, finally on to a pop album. Fergie, The Duchess. This is easily my favorite Fergie album out of her 2 solo albums, because Double Duchess fucking sucks with the bloody passion, but this album here is fantastic. You got songs like Fergalicious, of course, which is one of her biggest solo songs to date. London Bridge, of course, Glamorous, which is another one of her biggest solo songs. Big Girls Don't Cry, Losing My Ground, which is a very underrated song. Clumsy, just to name some. So yeah, this is a great album, and definitely her best solo album. So Fergie, The Duchess, amazing album. Alright, up next, Gwen Stefani, The Sweet Escape. Same with this album, this is my favorite album. out of Gwen Stefani's solo material. Her debut, Love Angel Music Baby, is okay, but there's certain songs on there that I don't like, so that's why I like this album better. But yeah, this is a great album. You got the title track with Akon, of course, great song. Of course, Early Winter, 4 in the Morning. 4 in the Morning, I think, is a very underrated song, but it's still great. I really like the message behind that song. It's so damn good. Amazing song, though, all around it. So yeah, it's a great song. Wind It Up, the album opener was really awesome. So yeah, you got a lot of great stuff on here. So yeah, my only complaint though would probably be the song Yummy with Pharrell. I just don't really like that one, but the rest of the album is pretty good though. So Gwen Stefani, The Sweet Escape, great album for sure. And my favorite from her solo stuff, outside of No Doubt, of course, because she is the lead singer of No Doubt. Okay, the next album is Jason Aldean, My Kinda Party. Maybe my favorite Jason Aldean album, not really sure which Jason Aldean album is my favorite just yet, but this one makes the cut though for this video, because I think it's a great album. You got Tattoos on This Town, Dirt Road Anthem, Fly Over States. One of my favorite non-singles on this album would be Country Boys World. I really like that song. It's a great song and very underrated. Don't You Want to Stay, of course, with Kelly Clarkson. One of his biggest songs to date. Great song though, for sure. A great duet. So, yeah, Jason Aldean, My Kinda Party. Fantastic album here and definitely one of his best. So, that's why I'm putting it on here, because it's a great album. And that's basically before he started making more songs that were like bro country type of songs, like Burning It Down, which is from his album Old Boots, New Dirt. But yeah, My Kinda Party was basically before he went towards the more bro country stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and go on with the next album here. The next album is California Sunrise by Jon Pardi. He's a newer country artist. He's been around since the early 2010s, and he's keeping real country music alive, even still here in 2020. But out of Jon's 3 albums, this one is definitely my favorite out of Jon Pardi's 3 albums. But his other 2 albums are great, don't get me wrong, but this one is easily my favorite by him. You got songs like Cowboy Hat, Head Over Boots, which is his first ever #1. I'm glad that song hit #1 because it's a great song, definitely one of his best songs as well, in general. Of course, you got the title track, which is the closing track, a very underrated song. So yeah, this album is so damn good. If you like traditional country, or whatever that other country is called, I think you'll like it. It starts with the N. Neo-traditional country, I think that's how you say it, I'm not really sure. Please let me know down in the comments for you guys that know what I'm talking about. But yeah, either way though, this album is great. So yeah, Jon Pardi, California Sunrise. Definitely one of my favorite country albums of the later 2010s. Great album here for sure. So if you like that kind of country, I definitely recommend it 100% because it's a great album. Okay. The next album is a pop album. Now this one, some people would argue that it's more R&B than pop, but I would consider it as pop with R&B songs on it. Pop and R&B songs, more like it. But yeah, out of Justin Timberlake's solo material, this album here, Future 6, Love Sounds, is easily my favorite out of his solo albums. But you got songs like, of course, Sexy Back, which is one of his most popular songs to date. Great song. My Love featuring T.I., great collaboration there. Love Stoned, I think she knows interlude. What Goes Around Comes Around, interlude. Chop Me Up with Timbaland and 3 6 Mafia, that's a jam, great song. Summer Love, Set the Mood, prelude, great song. Until the End of Time, great song. Another song all over again, the closing track was really good as well. So yeah, you gotta really check out this album if you're into Justin Timberlake. Great album here. So Justin Timberlake, Future 6, Love Sounds. Fantastic album and definitely one of my favorite albums growing up, and I still love this album to this day. So yeah, Future 6, Love Sounds, Justin Timberlake. Amazing album. I know it's censored because I got it at Big Lots, but either way, still a great album. Alright, up next is Keith Urban, Be Here. He's my favorite Australian country singer by far, because I don't really know many Australian country singers besides Keith Urban, but he's a great singer. This may be my favorite Keith Urban album. I'm not really sure, to be completely honest yet, but his other albums are great as well. But yeah, this one is easily one of his best though, for sure, in my opinion. So yeah, this album has a lot of great songs on it, like Better Life, Days Go By, Making Memories of Us, which has always been one of my personal favorite Keith Urban songs. You're My Better Half, of course, Tonight I Wanna Cry. It's a piano ballad about brings tears to your eyes every time you want to hear it. So it about tear you up, but regardless of that, Tonight I Wanna Cry by Keith Urban is still a really fantastic song. So yeah, Keith Urban, Be Here, great album. So if you like Keith Urban's music and you want to start off with his albums, if you haven't heard of them, I wouldn't mind if you started off with Be Here, because I think it'd be a great album for you to start off with, because it's fantastic for sure. So yeah, Keith Urban, Be Here. Hold on guys, I'm going to turn my light on because I noticed that you guys probably won't be able to see the albums that good. So bear with me and I'll be right back. Sorry about that guys, I had to turn the light on. I should have done that before I even started the video. So up next is going to be The Fame by Lady Gaga. You guys probably already know this is easily my favorite Lady Gaga album of all time. Great album, it's her debut, but I think it's her best album. Some people would probably disagree with me, but that's perfectly fine with me. But please respect my opinion. But yeah, you got songs like Just Dance, Love Game, Paparazzi, Poker Face, the title track The Fame, which is an underrated song. I really like the guitar work she done on this song. So yeah, it's really awesome. Of course, Starstruck, another underrated song from this album, features Flo Rida and Space Cowboy, just a dope ass song overall. Paper Gangsta, which is more of an R&B song because the piano sounds make it sound R&B instead of pop. But either way, Paper Gangsta is another underrated song. I Like It Rough would also be underrated. So yeah, you got a lot of underrated tracks from this album. But regardless of that, I still think it's her best album. So The Fame by Lady Gaga, great album. Okay, I'm going to move these up here, so before I move on to the next stack here. So yeah, up next is going to be Luke Bryan, Tailgates and Tan Lines. Maybe my favorite, not Keith Urban, already talking about him, sorry. This may be my favorite Luke Bryan album, I'm not really sure, but regardless of that, I still wanted to include it on here because I think it's one of his best albums that he ever released. So yeah, you got Kiss Tomorrow Goodbye, Drunk on You, I Don't Want This Night to End, Tailgate Blues, criminally underrated song. It's a duet song, I think, because it has female vocals. I'm not really sure who does background vocals on it. I forgot the woman's name, but either way, it's a great song. Country Girl, Shake It For Me, of course, one of the most popular songs from Luke Bryan, despite it not being a number one for Luke Bryan. Country Girl, Shake It For Me is still one of his most popular songs. But yeah, this was a great album from Luke Bryan, so if you like Luke Bryan, then definitely check out this album if you haven't heard it or haven't heard it in a while. But either way, this is a great album and definitely one of his best in my opinion. Okay, and let me see guys, okay. Alright, so this album is Platinum by Miranda Lambert. Same thing goes for her. My favorite Miranda Lambert album. At least I think it is, I'm not really sure, because Miranda Lambert is one of my favorite female country singers of all time, along with Carrie Underwood and Taylor Swift, especially when Taylor Swift was doing her country stuff. But yeah, Platinum by Miranda Lambert is still a really great album. I know critics probably can't stand this album for whatever reason, but in my opinion, it's my favorite by Miranda Lambert. So yeah, got songs like the title track Platinum, of course, Smoking and Drinking, with Little Big Town, but I prefer the album version because the radio edit just doesn't really match well with the song because they cut off like over a minute of the song for the radio edit. But either way, despite it not being a big song for Miranda Lambert, I still think it was a great song. Priscilla was great, of course. Automatic, holy fuck man, I love Automatic, I'm sorry, but holy shit, I love Automatic. It hit number one on my birthday around 2014 or 2015, but either way, Great song. I think it was 2014 though, because it was the year before I met my girlfriend. So yeah, it was around 2014. But yeah, I still remember that very well. But yeah, great song though. I love Automatic. It's always been one of my favorite Miranda Lambert songs ever since I heard it back in 2014. Fantastic song. It talks about the good times and all that, and the older times. But either way, it's a great song and I definitely love it. All That's Left was a decent song. Not one of my favorites on the album, but it's still good. Of course, you got the song Holding On To You. Really love that one again. Another favorite for me, of course. Something Bad, duet with Carrie Underwood. Great song. And the closing track, Another Sunday in the South. Holy shit, man, that's a great album closer and definitely an underrated song. So yeah, Miranda Lambert, Platinum. Amazing album. Alright, up next is Pocket Full of Sunshine from Natasha Beddingfield. This is another album that some people would probably argue with when it contains to pop or R&B. But either way, I really like this album though, regardless of that, because I think it's got some good songs. Of course, you got Pocket Full of Sunshine, Love Like This featuring Sean Kingston, Soulmate, Angel, Happy was a great song on here. Put Your Arms Around Me was a solid album opener. So yeah, it's a pretty good album. Probably my favorite Natasha Beddingfield album, because I haven't heard all of Unwritten, but yeah, this is still a great album though. So Pocket Full of Sunshine by Natasha Beddingfield, great album for sure. I really like it. Okay, we only got a few more left, guys. Hope you guys have liked the video so far. But up next is Loose from Nelly Furtado. Definitely my favorite from her. You got songs like Man Eater, of course, Promiscuous featuring Timbaland, which is one of her best songs and one of her biggest songs to date. Say It Right was another big song for her. Do It is a great song. In God's Hands, All Good Things Come to an End. So yeah, really great album here from Nelly Furtado. So yeah, Nelly Furtado, Loose, great album, and another fantastic album from 2006 when it comes to pop music. Okay, up next is another album from 2006, and it is Pink, I'm Not Dead. Maybe my favorite Pink album, I'm not really sure, because I'm a massive fan of Pink. I think she's a very great vocalist and one of the best female singers to ever put music out. I'm just going to say that now. But yeah, Pink is a great singer for sure. You got songs like Who Knew, which has always been a favorite for me and a childhood song for me. I heard it when I was younger. I was probably less than 10 years old when I first heard that song, but either way, I still like that song. Great song. Who Knew is a classic and still is to this very day. Stupid Girls is pretty good. The title track was okay. You in Your Hand is a great song, really catchy, but I still like that one. So yeah, I'm Not Dead by Pink. Fantastic album, and it has a lot of great songs on it. So yeah, definitely had to make the video because I really like it. Alright, so two more albums here. The next album is a country artist, and I think he's pretty underrated. His name is Randy Houser. This is his album, How Country Feels. 15 songs. I know you guys are probably thinking, damn, 15 songs on a country album. Yes, but this is my favorite Randy Houser album so far because I don't know all his albums in full, but this one I definitely do. I think it's a fantastic album. So once again, if you're looking for an artist that has a unique voice and a deep voice and all that, then Randy Houser is your guy when it comes to that. I think he's a very great singer. I just wish he would get more recognition. But yeah, this album had some pretty big hits for Randy though, like Running Out of Moonlight, the title track of course, Like a Cowboy was a top 5 hit if I remember right, but it's still a great song despite it not reaching #1 on the country charts back then, but it's still a great song. Goodnight Kiss was another popular song, great song. Shine, a great Randy Houser song again. And the closing track, Route 3, Box 250D was great. So yeah, a lot of great material on this album. So Randy Houser, How Country Feels, definitely my favorite album from Randy so far. Amazing album. Okay, and this album that I'm about to reveal to you guys, holy fuck. This album just gives me the fucking feeling of feeling really good. I just have a really great time every time I hear these songs. They always make me feel better when I'm feeling depressed or stressed out. But yeah, the album of course is Taylor Swift, Speak Now. This is easily my favorite Taylor Swift album. It has a lot of great songs, but I do prefer this deluxe version because instead of just the 14 songs, you got the bonus disc, which has some songs on it, and of course 2 videos like On the Set, Behind the Scenes My Music video, and then the My Music video. And Hours from the bonus disc is a great song. But on the standard version, you got songs like Mine, Sparks Fly, Back to December, Dear John, which Dear John is easily one of my favorites on the album, The Story of Us, Mean, Innocent, Enchanted. A lot of great material on this album. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite Taylor Swift album. Like I said, I really fucking love this album. I used to jam it all the time around 2013 or 2014 constantly, or whatever. But either way, I fucking love this album, and words can't even describe it because it's so fucking good. I know it's over an hour, but I don't give a shit. This album is amazing, and in my opinion, hands down, her best album to date. Better than 1989. I know I might get some shit on that, but I don't care. This album blows 1989 out of the water. But either way, 1989 is a great album. I think it's her best pop album, but it comes nowhere near close to Speak Now, though, that's for sure. So yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up for favorite non-metal albums. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So let me know some of your favorite non-metal albums, if you're a metal fan, if you like anything else that's not metal, because I know some people don't. But either way, I respect your opinion. So yeah, guys, let me know what y'all think of these albums, for the people that do like these singers. So with that being said, I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.